Warning. Due to adult subject matter and strong graphic language, the Adrian Lozano show could be deemed offensive for any and all persons. You have been warned. Now enjoy the Adrian Lozano show.
Greetings and salutations, wonderful listener of the Adrian Lozano show. This is your friendly neighborhood robot voice representing the unfriendly Adrian Lozano. If this is your first time listening to the show, then let me fill you in. The host of the show thinks he's very funny. In reality, he's actually very strange and knows way too much about movies and music. Okay, so now you're all caught up. Enjoy the show.
Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Oh wait, yeah. Somebody told me there'd be days like these. I didn't listen. Most peculiar, mama. Alright, so, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl? She was really a cat, and she's also upset. Her name happens to be Cal. Right. So, welcome, and you're welcome to the Adrian Lozano Show. The only show that's still showing you from behind. Okay, so what's up? This is Adrian Lozano. I happen to be the host at the moment. How about that? Okay, cool. I was listening to John Lennon play through the PA system, and it was kind of surreal hearing nobody told me there'd be days like these. When you're watching like a man on fire standing in line to buy toilet paper that isn't there, it's a voucher, and I owe you for toilet paper. Yeah, things are crazy, right? It's all about this alien ship that landed right on my toast. My toast! There's a place for us in movies. We just gotta whip it out. Somebody told you that you shouldn't do this. I should thank you for listening to this strange podcast indeed. Very peculiar llamas. Oh, for all the Lorenzo llamas. If you're a llama, then good llama to you. Good morrow. And pleasant llamas. Okay, so let's do this. What's the show about? None of your fucking business. You have to find out. It's a surprise and whatnot. I'm feeling it, folks. I am fucking feeling it. It's kicking in.
You know, it's okay if you're busy. I don't mind. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still working on me while you're working on you. And we're still working on each other from behind. Ourselves. Okay, cool. This is your unfriendly neighborhood Adrian Lozano. I am here to welcome you, enthusiastically, I might add, if I can just collect myself. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. This is episode 86. Yeah? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, betcha. 86. 86 in Das Bag. Well, this is just going into the bag. That's not a good analogy to use if you know what that's from. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to think about it. Oh God, I'm thinking about it. I am working overtime. Let's not talk about any of this bullshit that's going on. Let's work on something fucking cool. What do you say? Hey, governor, huh? Hey, fancy, huh? Fancy a shag? Hey, huh? Hey, huh? All right then. Here we go. All right. I canoe, can you canoe? Never mind. Sorry. I got a good episode for you, and good is a relative term in this aspect because what's good to you may be terrible to somebody else, right? I'm sure that's the case. My co-host agrees. Isn't that right, Cal? That's right. Now, what we've got here is... I just said... Okay, what we've got here is a situation where when I was a young man, way back in the day, I saw a basketball game or three, and that was about it. But almost every person that I talk to has an opinion about basket McBall. And it's weird how it comes back to always something you don't know enough about at the time. And you either fake it and get away with it, or you own up to it and you don't know. So I disperse the same bits of basketball knowledge that I have every time, because why learn more? No, it makes no sense for me to pursue that. I'm not in it to win it when it comes to basketball, if that makes any fucking sense. I'm rambling. I'm wambling. Oh, one arm says meow 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 meow. Yeah, it's funny is I didn't like the Mars Volta like beforehand. I did not. I said, no sir, I don't like it, like that horse. But then a few beers later, they actually sounded really good. And yeah, if you haven't listened to them, give them a chance. Give them a chance. And I suppose I should get on with this episode. I'm drifting. I'm coasting, if you will. Listen to me coast. Alright, cool. So, from coast to coast, we've got Space Ghost. He's the ghost with the least. Only that rhyme. So, for the love of God, Adrian, just move on. I don't know. It's comfortable here. I've got this whole they might stop listening, they might not stop listening thing going on. If you're still listening, you fucking rock. On with the show. This is a good buddy of mine, Hawk 1304. He's a gamer. And you know what they say about gamers? They play games.
Yarborough. What is up, yo? This is Eleanor, the robot voice representative of Mr. Adrian Lozano. Right now I have a word up. Yarborough. Definition. This refers to when you are playing a game of cards and the dealer deals a hand without any numbers above 9. Yarborough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yarborough. I'll have a pack of Yarborough. Okay, thanks. Now back to the Adrian Lozano show. Yarborough.
We have to sacrifice. That's the only thing we must do in our life. To enjoy every single day, regardless of rain, hot, cold, doesn't matter. But we get to recognize and we get to be grateful just because we are alive. And something amazing happens. We get to be in a joyful state for a long, long, long time. Thank you, love.
And I have to go to jail.
In the wild, nice. I think that's where it starts. So the Wild West. I don't know, dude. Like, it seems like a scratch that gets infected could kill you.
Oh, but I would have my
You'd have
like my body from today.
Yo, so you would. Oh, so you feel like you'd be immune to all those?
If I got, I still got.
I got my shots. I got my shots.
Like,
You have to have your shots.
Before, what to worry about that shit?
That means you could.
Regular cold.
Hey, well, wouldn't that mean that you could possibly get those other people sick for anything that, like, if you go down there,
Oh yeah.
You could fuck-
Maybe you're the one that made the bubonic plague or the Spanish fly.
they're not immune to it because they've never had anybody from your
Isn't
time
that the
before.
way that the Mayans or no, the Aztecs got done in?
You think that like these aliens came and they gave us the disease? And,
No,
like,
no. When the Spanish, the conquistadors went over there to, I can't remember what the name of the fucking Mexico. Is it Mexico? Where the Aztecs are from?
Yeah.
Okay, when they went there, they took their fucking germs to that part of the world that they'd never been, and I've heard that that's what they really killed out the Aztecs. It was
Yeah.
a plague.
So shit. I mean, think about all the Indians that were wiped out by fucking smallpox.
Same thing. Same fucking thing. Smallpox and bullets.
I wonder though, like that would get me if that was like an alien thing where aliens came down and like one of them sneezed and it's like no.
I think that there is aliens. I think that we are like a science experiment. The aliens long ago.
Okay, we gotta
came-
discuss this like outside. There's not a vent like record like it's like yes.
No, you don't think so?
Oh my God, no, I just said yes.
It's like I mean, you think about it, there's so many possible worlds out there, like infinite fucking worlds out there, because there's like a lot of fucking solar systems. And there is out of all those fucking planets everywhere, like, you know, we're the only planet that has life and the only planet that's in the habitable zone? Of course not.
Okay, so do you remember a couple years back they talked about how they moved the Hubble? Like the Hubble's always been facing like one way. And they're like, we're gonna move it over here where we thought nothing was over here. Like we thought it was just dark. So they turned it over there, they shined some light over there, and they found all these other fucking planets that are like totally like within like reach. Like, we never really noticed the other side.
Could possibly have water on them, and that's all you need for life. Be in the right fucking distance from the sun or from the star that it orbits, and oxygen.
A little bit of oxygen,
Well, you never know. I mean, maybe
nitrogen, too.
maybe
We
that
need
race
nitrogen in our.
Maybe that race doesn't need oxygen like we do. Maybe they're a different kind of alien.
Yeah, anything that can survive without oxygen, they're only concerned about because that means it can be in space.
I mean, they might not be even carbon based like us. Maybe they're fucking, you know, something else.
Jelly based?
Maybe they've gotten so advanced that they're like transcended the mortal coil, you know.
And it's just like, what would it be? Just like
their
energy. Just
yeah, their energy, their essence.
wow. What if that was a case like that and it just looked like a star or a cluster of stars and it's like that's a living entity. Like it's just like moving, just a bunch of stars moving together.
There's a lot of us. And like I said, I think that, you know, there was no life here, you know, and then they kind of like Prometheus. You ever seen the movie Prometheus?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, when he takes that shit and then he fucking falls into the water and then it starts to change. I really feel that that's maybe not exactly the way they did it, but
You're like, no, that's how they did it.
similar, you know. I think they.
Were you as disappointed as I was? Did you want to see more of the aliens? Did you want to see more? Like
especially when they did the prequel, I was like, what? We did.
So we're gonna go even more back? Wait, I don't get it. Like
They went back and then I think that was like what back forward at the beginning.
the sequel to Prometheus is a continuation because that dude, they go to pick up the robot that had one head. He's got a new body now. That dude David. But that's
You know what? They never did. They never did a prequel to that prequel. You know, that was more like a sequel.
But it just gave us more questions. It never really like.
Well, not really. I mean, I think we were, like I said, I think we were an experiment, and they didn't like what they saw from like how we were evolving, so they were gonna release that plague, the black shit, on our planet. But then it got out and destroyed that fucking that
world.
those people, that world. So they never
Made it to.
they never got to destroy us. But then when they brought that one dude back, remember when they wake up that one dude and he's like, he grabs the fucking old dude and he fucking chunks him, he rips
Yes,
his head off.
yes.
What's the first thing he's doing? He's getting to the fucking ship and he's gonna carry out the mission. He was gonna, he had it pointing towards Earth in that fucking big thing.
That's right, he did. Yeah, that's the first. He didn't fuck around. That's the first thing he did.
First thing he fucking did after he killed everybody.
We're supposed to fucking get.
He's like, what? These motherfuckers were supposed to be dead long time ago. So yeah, I don't know.
I gotta be honest though, dude. Like, I love those alien movies, but there's like, Patty heard. Okay, the work finally came in.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yep.
I'll get my glove on. Get a glove on. All right.
Did you have a stroke? Is that why you wear gloves?
Yeah,
Put it on one
I
hand.
cut both my fucking fingers.
Why?
I was an accident. I cut this one first, and then when I was wiping the blade off, the blood yeah, I was wiping the blood off the blade, like rinsing it off, and when I went like that, it goes chop me again. And it's still in there. It's in the sink.
What?
I said I'm not fucking touching that motherfucker again.
Once or no, twice is enough. You think this is easy? Fucking myself up this bad?
Easy, dude. I still can't believe that. Like, I didn't think it was that bad right there on this one, because this one was like super. This one I was cutting something. This one I was just going like that.
Why?
I was like,
You just dropped it. You're like, I'm done.
No, she's not back here.
It's a gentle whimper.
Why?
Can we get some lemon juice?
Can't hurt any more than this shit. Better be starting to stop hurting a little bit. Oh, you know what? That alcohol probably hurt a lot more.
You want it?
Let's do it.
Alright. We got 2 bottles here. No, we're gonna do 2 bottles at the same time. One on each thumb.
The pain is barely subsiding. That's what I'm saying. I could take it now. No, it's got a flip top.
Yeah, I know, but I've got to open it first.
Oh fuck! I wouldn't be able to do that right now.
Check it out. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh.
Open that bitch. Peeled it open too.
He's got his back to. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh mother! Punch him! Punch him!
I'll just squeeze one of his fucking thumbs.
Oh, you're gonna start dropping now. Are you doing it? You look like you wanna cry.
No. I think doing the peroxide first took a little bit of this thing off.
It's like
it's still fucking hurting like a bitch, but like I think without that it would have been like straight immediate torture.
It's like that first shot, and after you take that first shot, that second shot isn't so bad.
Can I get change for favor? What are y'all doing back? What happened?
Look, it's just man, and the floor is wet. That's all you need to know.
I told you I cut myself. I wasn't fucking playing.
He cuts himself
Oh,
to
you didn't? I
feel.
didn't tell you.
I
I went like that. I showed you both my bandages.
Nope.
I chopped a piece of skin off right there. You can see that.
When did you do that here?
Yeah, like around.
What the fuck? What was that? You were falling off a cliff for a second there? What the fuck?
Oh, that actually made it feel a little bit better though.
You're welcome.
You know what I mean? Like it's not hurting now, but like earlier it was starting to hurt if I was moving it.
I so want to watch you play games. I so want to watch you.
Probably not gonna play any tonight.
Aww, Killjoy.
You need coins?
Nobody asked for no white toast. Yes, please. They asked for wheat toast. The lady at the very end. Can I get white toast, please?
Yes, ma'am. Come right up.
Pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long.
So, my good friend, what do you call it? I was gonna ask you, is there a handle you go by, like when you're gaming, like online or whatever?
Hawk 1304.
Hawk 1304. Cool. So that's what I'll credit you as or label you as, sir. It's like this episode features Hawk.
That was my buddy went with Deadly Viper Assassins, and I was like, I gotta go G.I. Joe then. I was like, Hawk. General Hawk.
Nice. Fucking A.
And then,
Because knowing is half the battle.
yeah, exactly. I used to be in a clan in the
Whoa.
in Call of Duty in the game. Like we had our own, like it was our like club, I guess, but we called it. It's called clans in that one.
Okay.
We were the MOB, money over bitches.
Nice.
So you would get on there, you see everybody's name, and then it would say MOB. Everybody, all of us. So we'd be a full team of MOB, and then like we had like maybe at our highest, we had probably like maybe 30, 35 people, like all over, everywhere.
Kick ass.
And we would get
Spread out throughout the country or whatever?
Yeah, wherever they lived. And then on the weekends you do clan wars, and we'd always get beat out by one fucking clan because they had like about 60, 70 people.
Oh shit.
And see, we would have let little kids in. Like you had to be at least 16 or older, and if you were 16, there was a probationary period, where like if
Okay, to prove you're serious.
like you gotta first be able to play the game and
Be
not
coordinated.
be a total fucking tool and suck at it. Like why do we want? We already have some of our friends that aren't very good at it, but we would keep them around because they're our friends. We don't need new people that suck. We wanted new people that were good and that were easy to get along with. That would.
Because y'all are all communicating simultaneously,
yes, the team concept. Not everybody could just go out there and run around looking for anybody to kill. Like we would always try to have. It was 6-man teams, so we would try to have 3 people that would go out and try to find where the people were at, and 3 people that would kind of fan out a little, but where we were close enough to run over and help each other, kinda. If we weren't, and we would control one side of the map. So that way, when they died, they would spawn with us and not. Because when you die, you get respawned, and it could be random. But if we're controlling one half of the map, you're gonna respawn with us.
Okay, cool.
And then you go back to their side.
So are these like capture the flag kind
Kind
of?
of like capture the flag, but without the capture the flag.
It's just murder.
The same fucking.
It's just murder. Just kill as many of the other motherfuckers as you can.
It was always me and 2 other guys that would be like holding the backside, and basically you had one area of the map to watch, this side and this side, and you'd have to worry about that side because if he dies, well then they're coming from that side. If he dies, well fuck, they're coming from that side. If
it's
you
obvious,
die,
yeah.
they came up the middle.
Nice.
And that way you could call it out. Be like, fuck, I got 4 or 5 of them on me right now, and you trying to hold them off for as long as you can, so that way somebody could come and help you. And then it works out like that. And sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. It's just, we were down. Let's put it this way: you go trying to reach 100. Each kill is 1 point. So you're trying to get the first team to get to 100 is the winner of the team deathmatch. We were on a match. We were down the whole fucking game. That other team was fucking good. I ain't gonna lie. And they started talking shit to us. So like, there was a glitch.
You can hear the other.
No, there was a glitch where they never patched it. Where like, you kill him for like half a second, you can hear what they're saying.
What the fuck?
Before they actually restart. They're watching the kill cam so they can see where you're at.
Yeah.
They're talking to the other people. Oh, he's right there in that fucking building right there.
I just got him.
And then they would restart and it would cut off. So it'd be like, oh bitch, they're coming. They're coming for you, dog. Like
shit.
So they were saying was these dudes are just fucking camping and blah blah blah. We were winning at that point. And then when we heard that, we're like, oh fuck them. We'll run out there too. We ain't pussies.
They're just fucking
they
camping.
started fucking murdering us. Like, they started murdering us. It was like 90 to like 40 or 50. And then once we got to that 90, our team leader, the guy that started the whole clan, he was like, everybody pull back to this spot. And it was basically a big fucking cave with 3 entrances. One here, one here, one here.
Yeah.
So we just camped that shit out, and when they found where we're at, they wanted all they needed was 10 kills, so they wanted it so bad they were just running in and dying, and then before you knew it, it was like 80 to 90. 80 to 92, 85, 92, and then it was tied, and then it was like 96, 90, 98, fucking 96, and we were up. I ran out the front, fucking chunked the fucking grenade, fucking killed the whole fucking team. I only got credit for 2 people, but that shit landed in all of them.
Oh my God.
We ended up winning. They were talking so much shit, but they were like, you had to camp to fucking win, but that was some good fucking camping. Like, y'all should not have won that shit. I told these motherfuckers, stop fucking running in there. I was like, I heard you telling them that shit. I fucking heard you, stop. I would hear them, stop running. And then fucking you just
cut out.
Fucking going in.
Just trying to get those extra fucking kills.
That was probably the best game that I ever remember playing. Like, that was just like, yeah, like we were fucking concentrating to get that fucking. We did not want to lose to these motherfuckers because we hadn't lost in like 4 or 5 hours. So like we were like, okay, lose last one before we were gonna fucking get off.
Before we call it a night, yeah. Oh my God.
Like, we don't want to keep playing either because it was already like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I was like, fuck, I'm tired, dude. Like one more, and then that shit happened. I was like, alright, I'm good.
It's like a fucking battle. Jesus Christ.
Smoke and chill.
Oh my God. Hey, so Hawk, I was gonna ask, what was the first game that really got you into serious gaming, where you realized that you loved this? Like, what was your first game that you were like, holy shit, like this is my thing, like?
First game, man, fuck.
Like, that you fell in love with, that you were like all about, like that you fucking. Because I know, like, your first game, like everybody's first game, was Duck Hunt. No.
Yeah. Super Ninja Turtles on fucking Nintendo.
No shit.
That's the one. I never had it, but I would always go to my friend's house and we would fucking play it. On Nintendo, yeah, it was Konami.
Yeah, Konami, they did something unique with that game because they had kind of incorporated 3 or 4 different kinds of play styles. The sliding, the up and down, the back and forth, like, and the, like...
to drive the van, you know?
Yeah.
They did a lot of stuff on that one, and I never could ever beat Shredder. Like, I never beat him. He would always kill me. Like, and by the time you get to him, you're like, fuck, I don't want to play all this shit all over again.
Yeah.
Like, so I never beat him. That one, and then after that, I didn't really start gaming a lot till I was older. Like, I was like 20, probably like 24. That's when I started fucking really gaming, because that's when I stopped partying so much.
Yeah, you had time to chill.
I had chilled a lot. Like, when my friends, all we did was smoke weed, so all we did was play video games.
So then, like, what was it, like GTA is kind of...
Need for Speed? We played a lot of fucking Need for Speed. We would play, like, one person goes on the track, you know, and try to beat the race as fast as you can, and then the next person goes, try to beat that time. If you don't beat that time, next person goes, try to beat that time.
And y'all are just like in line,
and just keep on going. Different cars. Siphon Filter, we played that a lot too.
Siphon Filter.
It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, like I've heard of Metal Gear Solid.
Shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
It's not very good now when you think about the way the games are now and the graphics, but we always had a lot of fun with that shit because it was like a lot of different stuff. You could have just run out there and killed motherfuckers. You had to be stealthy sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you had to do your objective without them even fucking knowing you were there, and get out without them knowing you were there.
Or
like to plant a bomb or to disable a fucking. That's why it was so cool. There was also so much shit you could do on that game. And that one too, we would try to fucking see who could get the highest score on that motherfucker, and then the next person would beat him.
And what was it called?
Siphon Filter.
Siphon.
Like siphon.
Siphon
filter.
Siphon
but
filter.
With the Y.
Weird.
Like
the way they spell sci-fi now with the SY.
Yes. Like
weird.
sci and then on.
I wonder if there's also like sci like that.
We also had a Dreamcast. That Dreamcast.
Oh my God. Which console is your favorite console? Like, I remember Dreamcast. I remember
PlayStation, but the Dreamcast, that one, I still say to this day that the Dreamcast, the 2K, that I don't remember which one it was, but Timmy was still playing. David Robinson was still playing. I think it was like 2010.
Wow.
Or something like that.
They had.
That one was, Shaq was with the Lakers. Kobe was with the Lakers still. Glenn Harper was with the Lakers. So this would be before Robert Horry went to the Lakers. So this was a long time ago. Me and my other best friend, we used to just go off on that game. Like, we would just play that back and forth. And it was so realistic because it was like, like real basketball. You could have just jumped from anywhere and fucking dunked that shit. Like we would post up, fucking back them down, do a fucking little hook shot, or
So it's actually
a turn around. It was actual like real shit. Like you like
real, I guess, logistics.
yes, like you couldn't shoot it from half court and just automatically make it if you get it perfectly right. You have to like. If the guy was in your face, it's gonna be harder to make that fucking shit. You know what I mean? It was like,
So they made it more accurate.
Yeah,
then.
we had a lot of fun with that shit. Like,
I can't believe the lineup though. The fucking Twin Towers, Jesus, like that's.
shit. That's nothing. We used to play in this one mode on there where you could trade
You could build a
players
team.
from your team to another from another team. So like I would get like Paul Pierce on my team with the Lakers, or I would get because I already had a shooting guard and the center, so I would get the other pieces. So I would get like Vince Carter. I used to always like getting Vince Carter. You could even get MJ, but at that time he was with the Washington Wizards. Remember
What
that
the
shit?
fuck?
That's what this time was. That's how long ago that. And he was still fucking awesome, but he
Was
wasn't
that
as good.
after baseball?
Yes.
That was after baseball.
That was after the
After
fucking
baseball?
second time he retired and came back.
Oh my god.
Like after the baseball, he came back. They won. They won 2-3 more championships. He retired. He was out for a while. Then
And
he
he came
bought
back.
into the Washington Wizards.
And went with
and
the
then he
Wizards.
ended up playing with them for 1 year or 1 year, 2 years. He made it. He even went to the All-Star game that year. I remember that was his last year, and I think he just wanted to prove a point that a fucking 45-some-year-old fucking motherfucker could
still do it.
should still burn you. And he averaged like 20 points a game, better than
Jesus
half the
Christ.
fucking motherfuckers in the league.
That's insane.
He still had it, dude. To me, it's always still gonna be Jordan #1, Kobe #2. Only for the simple fact, Kobe is better offensively, but Michael Jordan was just as good offensively, but better defensively. He was a better defensive player. Kobe only turned it on when you had to play defense. Like, he didn't really care. Like, he knew that he was gonna be able to go down there and score on you no matter what the fuck you did. You're not gonna you guarding Kobe one-on-one, he's gonna burn you every time. But Kobe, he wouldn't defend all the time. But when you would piss him off, he would fucking throw down on defense. But Jordan that's the kind of player he was. He wanted to fucking just
Be on it.
beat you to a pulp.
So I gotta ask you a quick question then. Rodman, how do you feel about Rodman?
I think he was good.
Did you know this? I learned this fact from a friend of mine who's
He was
hardcore.
the best rebounder of all time. For
I mean-
his size. For being a fucking, I think 6'10", or not even probably that, maybe like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
That would average about 20 boards a fucking game. I mean, he wouldn't give you no points, but he could, because back when he played with Detroit, before he started going crazy and shit, like when he was a rookie in his first 2-3 years, he averaged like 20 points a fucking game. He just rather rebound.
So I didn't know this, but check it out. I learned this fact. I want to see if you know this as well. That Rodman didn't have to show up to practice, and Jordan was okay with it. Jordan told Rodman, "You don't have to come." And then other people got
He
upset.
knew he was gonna
Other people got
put it out
upset,
there.
and fucking they were like, "Why the fuck not?" It's like, have you seen how he plays? You see how this guy fucking works? Like,
He stays in shape. He comes in here. All he does is rebound, and maybe every once in a while put back. So
Yeah.
he knows that his job is to get the rebound and pass it back to Jordan so he can make the basket. Pass it back to Pippen so he can make the basket. His job is to play defense and rebound the ball. That's why that team was very successful, I think.
he knew his job and he did it well.
Just like when they had Horace Grant. Same thing with Horace Grant. Before Jordan got there and all that, he was a lot better player. But once Jordan started coming up and they got Pippen and shit, they needed him more for fucking defense and get the ball back. Get the ball back. Me and Pippen will score this shit. Scott, Kerr, who else? Kerr.
Sounded like you said fucker. Fucker.
Fucker. It was Kerr. Oh, Tony Kukoc. He was some
Kukoc.
He was a good European player.
You're listening to the Adrian Lozano Show.
Okay, so we're taking 2 on this one. We take 2, and then you take 2 more, and then take all of these, I think is what the dialogue was. And it's like, thank you, doctor. Oh, I'm not a doctor. when they went to Itchy and Scratchy Land. I know I reference the fucking Simpsons a lot, but you know what? It's my fucking show, and it's my fucking brain, and that's how my brain works from time to time. Just like every good Simpsons fan, I eventually stopped watching because you have to separate them from you, because it's good to distance yourself from a constant. Something that's consistent like that, it damages the quality over the years. That's why I do a show once a week. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Well, it's only 30 minutes. Wait a minute. No, it's not. Sometimes it's longer. Yeah, it is. Sometimes it's shorter. But you know what? It's cold outside. But other times it's just right. And you're like, that was funny. Why can't he be funny all the time? And the answer is, I don't know. But I'm trying, god damn it. I will turn this podcast around from behind. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I'm wrapping the show up. I know there's still some audio discrepancies. You might hear a ho-ho every now and then, am I right? But it's part of the charm of the show. Yes, and my little wonderful assistant agrees. Now, as always, you can find me on the YouTubes, the Instagrams, and the Twitters. Adrian Lozano Show at all the following. At least, I believe so. At least that's what Ho-Ho tells me, right, Ho-Ho? Alright, cool. So, she's a great little secretary. She just lays right on the paperwork and does none of it. But anyway, I digress. Talking about your cats, you're going too far. You crossed a line. A cat line. A cat chorus line. Alright, cool. So, it's fucked up that a lot of movies got delayed because now I've got to watch a bunch of old movies. What kind of old movies? Oh, the best kind. Coming up, you will definitely hear some retrospectives, some look backs. We're going to take a look back at certain movies. And when I say we, I mean me and the cats. We're going to watch a little ditty with David Bowie called The Labyrinth. That's on its way. We've got some more interesting things. I'm finally going to get around to seeing Lords of Salem, I believe is the name of it. Assalamu Alaikum, that's the name of that Rob Zombie movie, Assalamu Alaikum. The other movies may or may not include the following. Mannequin, Red Sun, oh, yeah, that's going to be a whole episode by itself. And special guest star, probably clips from the show, that's right. As always, this is a comedy podcast intended for dolphins and porpoises. If you see a dolphin or a porpoise, roll up your window and go home. Ho-Ho agrees. It's okay, sweetie. We'll get them. We have nets. They don't have nets. Anyway, so if you're on the net, make sure to throw me a like. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. The neighbors you talk to. Not the neighbors that blare Tejano music all the fucking time. Tell the other neighbors. Tell the Tejano neighbors, but like, just try to be nice, you know, as nice as you can. Hold up a sign. Write it in Spanish, okay? That'll fucking show them. Yeah, I know, sweetie, I know. Okay, so yeah, as always, I hope you enjoy whatever the fuck it is you were doing while you were listening to the show. Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate it. My cat does too. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week, whether you want me to or not. I will see you. I made it weird, ho. I know, right? It's creepy.
Open up the search and search the Adrian Lozano Show. It's the first result, and once you follow them, when you open up your library, there is a tab for podcasts at the top. When you click on that, it'll show which episodes you haven't seen.
Kick ass.
Yo.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I forgot to do a couple of thank yous, I guess. Whatever. All right, so, yeah, I forgot to thank... oh, shit, the cats hurt me. Oh, no. I guess I'll thank my mom and my dad for being my mom and my dad. And then that one person that did that one thing for me that one time, Thank you. And then big thank you to everybody who didn't freak the fuck out over the past couple of weeks. Thank you. To everybody that checked on me to make sure I was all right. Thank you. And to everybody who didn't check on me or doesn't give a fuck about me. Thank you. So cool. Just wanted to say thanks. That's all. Thank you. Kindly.
Thank you for listening to the Adrian Lozano Show.
You have been listening to The Adrian Lozano Show.